Ahoy, ahoy, Chatterley's lovers. I have no idea. I checked it, and it still didn't do the face thingy. I did. I went through. I guess I didn't do enough. It's rather frustration-y. But hi, everybody. I have internet and the energy to actually stream today. This has been Elixir, just don't ask your smart speaker for this upcoming weekend's weather. But yeah, let me see who else here and what all is happening. Pardon. Elixir, 61 months. Somehow. It is indeed more than 5 years. And yeah, we're doing Confusing Puzzle House because I haven't been getting my weekend streams in, so I haven't done enough of this. But I am I do want to get back into being a bit more consistent. I just have to get, I don't know, on schedule. We'll see. But hi, Pretty Witchery. Hi, Shadows of Life. NeoGuts, it's good to see you. Everybody that's here, I don't know. Your stream bit. Yeah, so they're predicting a rather significant snowfall this coming Saturday. Tomorrow it's supposed to be freakishly cold. My sinuses hate this. It's been it's been sinus headache / migraine with balance issues and nausea. And yeah, the ridiculously dry. I've been waking up every morning and I'm like, I have a headache because I'm so dry. I need to I need to get the humidifier out. Wow, that sentence, I knew what I meant to say and then it just wouldn't. Eventually it'll be springish. I don't know when. We are on the weather roller coaster here, where one day it's reasonable, one day it's spring-like, and then the next day it's in the negative temperatures, and the next day it could be 80. Like we might go from -3 on Monday to 73 on Tuesday, and then down to 32 on Wednesday, and that is pretty typical for this time of year around here, and it's not conducive to health. Also, we're playing Blue Prince and I'm drinking blue. My tongue is blue. But probably the best weather we'll ever have again. I'm tired of living in unprecedented times. Can I please have some precedented times? I want to solve fantasy mysteries. There it goes. Honestly, may you live in interesting times is one of the most frightening curses you can ever bestow on anyone. I'm gonna bring the game up. I think I did. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, good. You should all be able to see and hopefully hear the game, although it doesn't have a ton of audio. Ah. Yeah, I would very much like some less interesting times. We're gonna play day 20. Which fool got the whole world cursed? Exactly. I'd say just shelter under your cat for the time being. Of course, after the stream, we will head over to Althaven for the next from the Stream Punks. And Wednesday, I do have an Archival Adventures. I've forgotten what it is, but it's something. And as always, my intention is to stream on Saturday. We'll see, because the weather report that I saw was saying it's been a while since we had to worry about losing power because of snow and ice. So if I have power and internet, I was gonna try streaming Sunday this week, and obviously that didn't happen. And so I don't know, sometime on the weekend I will stream. Hi, Hannah. Okay, let's see what is behind door number Holly. We could have a closet and get 2 items, a hallway, or a chapelle. Ice, baby. Feels like the wrong. Oh, I see where your brain went. Oh, geez, Hannah. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so we've got a chapelle. I'm gonna open all the doors, I think. Okay, what are we gonna put here? Ooh, utility closet. Parlor could get us gems. Gems are supposed to be good. And on this side, spare room, corridor, or nursery. Let's do the spare room because we want the corridor later when we're encountering locked rooms. Yeah, let's just trade some weather back and forth. Okay, let's... Chapel will steal our money. We don't want that yet. Spare room currently gets us nothing. Let's go to the parlor and try to solve a logic puzzle. Yeah, we do lose a coin in the chapel. Are you having an Arctic vortex? I think I saw something about that. Okay. This box and the white box are both empty. So if this is true, it would mean the black box has the gems. This box and the blue box are both empty. Okay, but that means either the blue box or the white box has to have the gems. Because these can't both be 100% true. Can they? Let's review the rules. I know at least one has to be 100% false. At least one has to be 100% true. 1 only true, 1 only false. Okay, so at least. So there could be 2 boxes that are both 100% true. Okay, the other 2 statements have identical wording. They don't. So this is false. Which means these are true, and the black box should have the gems. I mean, their wording is very similar, but they are not identical. Okay. Pantry, hallway, utility closet. Hi, Siege. Thank you for the self-care. I mean, I have my blue tongue and my blue beverage. And my blue hat and the blue lights. And why is coffee misspelled on this book? COFFE. I think that's the first time I noticed. It's not misspelled here. I will take the coinage. I will eat the apple. Okay, we could go into the chapel. Or we could go back and do the spare room. I'm going to go ahead and go through the chapel, even though I do owe Siege a hat trick. Revolutionary War era? I'm not sure which one you... This one? Ah, okay. I have not opened the new Animal Crossing. This is... it depends on which revolution. But okay, here goes. It's a bike hocket. It's a Robin Hood hat. Yeah, I don't know that I have a real like Revolutionary War hat, but yeah, Peter Pan hat. Depending on which revolution, it could certainly be a Revolutionary War hat. A bike hocket. Shadows of Life. That is the name of this type of hat. It is a bike hocket. Robin did not care for the Sheriff of Nottingham. That's sure. That's true. Okay. I have to look around for keys and coins and gems, because occasionally they're in here, but I don't see any this time. Okay. Let's check this door. Corridor, hallway, bedroom. Shadows of Life! Congratulations, you've been randomly selected as a VIP for the stream! Enjoy your digital gemstone and ability to affect pun points. Okay, bedroom would get blocked off. Hallway is probably the best option at the moment. Just have to look around for random keys and gems because they happen occasionally. You can decorate the outside of the hotel. I did not know this. Let's see. We could pull the reading nook. No, that would not be a good option. We have to do the hallway here. Because I don't have the ability, like, I don't have any dice or anything. And if we don't do the hallway here, that will be the end of day 20. Cart and car. All right, let's fill in the corner. Storeroom, breaker box, commissary. We'll do the storeroom here. You've been watching people have meltdowns about their one species only items having to have diversity. Stag and tag. Finally, some keys. It's been forever since I was in my Animal Crossing. Mostly because I was really excited for the snow items, but I was very, very bad at making perfect snowmen, and I got tired of being insulted by snowmen. If I open it up and play again, I might take you up on that. Ooh, hello, dice. I will take you. Passageway, hallway. They keep giving me the utility closet, which I would love to have, just not in this position. I'm going to spend the gems and get the passageway. Your fave wanted to leave? No, absolutely not. You may not leave. You must remain. I don't have any key cards. I don't think I've ever had a key card. Geez. The options today are not really working in my favor. That's lovely, Little Witch costumes. All right, we got another gem. Always look for the random extras. Oh, that door is not. Yeah, my paths are not. I have to have had Road and Rod, haven't I? Yeah, I have. It's like, there's no way this one's new. Secret passage. It'll give me a room color of my choice. A really good illustrator. Stage and Sage. Always. I like the green rooms for some reason. I think mostly because I want the secret garden. Ooh, aquarium. Courtyard. Solarium. I'm gonna go aquarium. Never had the solarium, but it would block off this path. Ooh. I'm gonna get the solarium. I've never had it, and it says you're more likely to draw unusual and rare rooms while drafting. It's a pawn. And we've got Tiger and Tear. I think I already had Tiger and Tear. Yeah. But we do have a black pawn in the solarium. It's a green room. I think this was the last green room I didn't have. Which means this is room 69, according to my numbering scheme. Wait, what? It's not on here? I'm confused. It's a green room. I'm in it. A quaint floral sitting room surrounded entirely by tinted glass panes. The solarium is ideal for tea in the afternoons or getting some sun without the hassle of going outside. I'm guessing it's room 69, but I honestly don't know. Is green room dead end addition? Addition? Unusual and rare. Okay. I think this is the first edition that I've drafted, and there doesn't appear to be a category for additions. So I have no idea what to number this thing. I suppose I shall call it room 116. Making copies. Weird. I mean, no matter what patterns I expect in this game, I should always be prepared for the fact that patterns? We don't need no stinking patterns. Okay. I've got a dig spot. I've got a note. I've got a straw hat. Mr. Nogula. Anne wanted me to remind you once again that it is expected of you to keep the grass in the cloister cut and the trees trimmed. I have a feeling you may have forgotten how to open the cloister wall again. So to save you some stern words, I decided to draw you a little diagram to help you out. Who knows, maybe this time it will stick. All right. Instructions on how to open the cloister will be handy, although my cloister is not a standard cloister anymore. I have the cloister of Draxus. While face to face with the angel, press the base of the two pillars on either side of you. All right. Is puzzle? Okay, we have yellows and greens and diamonds. Okay. We had a puzzle like this before, didn't we? I'm fairly certain we did. Push the green one to change. Okay, if I do green there. Frack. Okay. Well, that didn't help. Mm-hmm. This one just seems a tad harder. Like, I get the pattern, I don't know how to do. Detective Zen, hello. Thank you so much for the 43-month resubscription. How are you doing today? Oh. Oh, what's this? You have been rewarded an allowance token. Your allowance has been permanently raised by 2. I start each day with 4 now. That's nice. I like that. I don't have a shovel to dig. Okay, so I have to go back down through the secret passage, through the den, over to the passageway. It's the only pathway open to me. But it was worth it to get the solarium for the first time. Oh, no, I can't. I may have run out of places. there are no more paths open to me inside the house. So I guess it's time to go outside. Zen has button to a boop. What did Betty do? Betty boop. Oh, that. Just that. Okay. Also, NeoGuts, 5-stream streak. I just noticed. I did have a whole table of buttons. All right, let's draft an outdoor room and see what we get. Apparently drafting the solarium was a mistake. I mean, I don't mind getting what I got. Ooh, the shrine. The tomb. Might as well. Donate everything. You have received the blessing of the gardener. Add 8 courtyards to your draft pool for 3 days. All right. I wonder if they'll all be courtyards. You hadn't seen the shrine before? I'm basically at the end of the day, so I was like, I don't need to hang on to any of this coinage. Might as well just toss it all in. Because I have no more paths open. But I could go down in the glass elevator. I know I have not drafted enough rooms to do the chess pieces, but there's no reason I can't test out the puzzle with the new knowledge. Of course, yes, we knew this. All right, chess set. Oh. Let's see. The den should be a pawn. The solarium is also a pawn. I have a lot of pawns that I have drafted. I don't think. Oh, the chapel is a bishop. I think those are the only chess pieces I've. So right now I have. Aha. Okay, so if I stick them on the right spot, they will light up. But I don't have. I don't have rooms drafted for the other 4 pieces. But that's good to know. There's a door there, but who has any idea how to open it? Oh yeah, this thing. Well, there's not a great deal more I can do at the moment. So I think that's the end of day 20. I had some really bad luck with the RNG today. The quaint cottage. New rooms. I got a new room though. Save and continue. Day 21. The game can drink now. All right, my 70 steps. My allowance of 4 gold now. Okay. You know what I didn't do last time? And I'm sure that's what messed it up. I didn't draft the outside room first. That's probably had nothing to do with it, but I was doing much better when I drafted the outside room first. Root cellar, hovel, or tool shed. With the hovel, it's steps instead of gems, which wouldn't be bad. Tool shed gives me 2 tools. I'm gonna go there. Oh, hello, metal detector. And watering can. The first time you enter each green room, use 1 water to gain 1 gem. You can do that 3 times. I've never had the watering can before. That one's completely new for me. I was just noticing the electrical wires that go up into the belfry and then run across to but then there's more coming off that side of the house that go over to that door I can't open. All right. Left, right, or center. Let's reading nook, pantry, bedroom. Reading nook, which is a rook, which would be good for the chess puzzle. So that's the first chess piece. Library. Always going to draft the library after the nook. Hello, we got an apple. And our new book is here. A Sightseer's Guide to Reddington, a modest account of our town by Sir Andrew Darl. Darl or Darley? I don't know. Let me pull up my library notes so I can toss more screenshots into it. Okay. And this has us borrowing this on November 27, 93, which we've been trying to figure out the date. Day 18 I had as the 24th. And this is day 21, November 27. We now know the date. We have confirmed the date, which means next time I get the fallout shelter, we can potentially open the safe inside. Let's see what we get. Introduction. The third largest city in Fen Ares and site of its former capital, Reddington, is synonymous with mountains, mystery, and magic. Most tourists head straight for the boardwalk and don't get much further than the botanical gardens. However, Reddington has much more to offer. Ah. While we like to joke that scheduling is the final boss of RPG groups and it can be quite indiscriminate, in this case, the crew of the USS Pride would be down a crew member tonight at a pretty crucial moment in the story. But also, in these final sessions of TLE before we wrap this chapter, we all agree that it's only right we have everyone, and so we must cancel tonight's game. Instead, we will reconvene next Monday night for a big finale. In the meantime, tonight at 6, I'll be streaming on my own channel for a hangout and some gaming. And a special thank you to the folks who have been reaching out to me personally with kind messages since the announcement. Love you, Ox Crew. We will see you all soon with some big announcements in February about what's coming up for Streampunks, unlocks, new content, merch, and more. Until then, live long and prosper. All right. Well, that means Eric will be streaming on his channel in about an hour and 15 minutes. So I will plan to be heading over there. Ooh, Shakespearean insult. I have failed. I do have it. I think it's in my bag, which is in the other room. So after we are attacked by ads, I will do that because I have to go and get that because I am bad. But thank you, Siege, for redeeming it. Oh, I'm a little off kilter. Sorry. I am bad streamer. We'll get there. I'm sorry. It's my fault. Spectacular scenery, a historic castle, and a charming underground bazaar reward visitors who wish to explore further. Reddington is that type of unique, enchanting place that lingers in your mind and memories long after you leave her. I mean, I could step away and go grab it now. There's plenty of time before the break. Yeah, give me 1 second. It's especially funny because I knew exactly where it was. All right. 423. Thou fawning crook-pated harpy. Thou fawning crook-pated harpy. The Shakespearean insult generator, happy birthday card. I don't know. It's a good birthday card for me. Okay. There's so many good combinations on there. I'm going to read in the book now. The Botanical Gardens. Reddington's most popular attraction and a guaranteed crowd pleaser, the Botanical Gardens is loved by both locals and visitors for its Ageran canopy house and mausoleum, its petal-covered trails, and a mind-boggling variety of flowers. This is the reason springtime is Reddington's busy season. Situated just east of town, the Botanical Gardens offer a scenic and captivating tableau of the natural countryside. A cobblestone trail meanders past over 1,000 species of tropical plants, each remarkable in its own right, yet even more stunning set against the spectacular backdrop of the Reddington Mountains. Allow yourself at least an hour to indulge in this picturesque walk, which it concludes at Mainway Station. Ilex X Messervii, a specimen of holly unique to Reddington's mountains. Mountains. I don't know why I said it that way. Right. Featherfall Keep. You will find sitting at the base of Mount Perma, Reddington's second highest summit, a historic site. Hello, Adventures of Tony. A historic site described by scholars as significantly important to the realm's past. Featherfall Keep, the former home of Lord William Epson, has until recently always been a private residence, serving as a family home to the Epsons since before the Third Era. After the death of Lord Epson, his oldest son, Lionel Epson, left the estate never to return. However, the daughter stayed, maintaining the residence and its staff until her marriage in 1951. At that point, Featherfall Keep ceased to be a family residence. It began operating as a historic house, museum, and tourist attraction, and the estate was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1972. It is still believed by many that Featherfall was built by the first king of Orinda, Ares, when Reddington was still the capital. However, surfaced documents containing conflicting dates have recently cast some doubt on the long-standing myth. Trinsdale Lake. Close your eyes and imagine tranquil, serene stillness, rolling fogs, clear water, and gliding swans. In the midst of all that beauty sits Trinsdale Lake, one of Fen Aries' premier vacation destinations. Exclusive for its more privileged citizens, the lakeside resort and cabins have been frequented by royalty and the realm's gentry for generations. However, on the southern shore of the lake, tourists are free to enjoy the views and rub elbows with the rich and famous in the 100 Bells Tea Room, which is open to the general public for lunch on Mondays and Fridays. Mount Holly. I suspect we will have some useful information in these pages. Mount Holly. At an elevation of 11,220 feet, Mount Holly is the tallest mountain in the Reddington Range and the highest peak in the entire realm. Beyond the physical challenge itself, climbing Mount Holly Trail is a beautiful experience and one that many hikers and explorers will want to do at least once. It's only a few hours from Reddington to get to the trailhead, and you won't need any local guides or special gear if you tackle the trail during the summer season. However, those willing to give this mountain a significant amount of planning and research will be greatly rewarded whether or not they actually summit. On the opposite side of the peak, far from the trail, rests the estate of Mount Holly, nestled between the summit's northern slope and saddle. This 80-acre mountain residence is almost as old as Reddington itself. However, unlike Featherfall Keep, the property has been completely private since the closing of the Mount Holly Schoolhouse in 1966. Still, hikers will be able to appreciate the house's unique architecture at a distance from one of the trail's many north-facing overlooks. By rubbing elbows, do they mean pickpocketing? Mainway Station Bazaar. For the sentimental tourists wishing to pick up a souvenir to remember their stay, one might try braving the Mainway Station Bazaar. But don't be too hasty. Without proper guidance, the Mainway Station can be a dangerous place. Located underground, this unique marketplace was once Reddington's central railway station, in a time when the Realm's trains were still in service. Now, the turnstiles, footbridge, and platform have been appropriated and turned into a cavern of tents and torches. Whether you are bargain hunting, looking for adventure, or finding a memento to commemorate your visit, the Mainway Station Bazaar will be a worthy conclusion to your sightseeing adventure in Reddington. Ooh, map. I don't know how this map will prove to be useful, but I imagine it shall. We have Angel Tower, possibly, Arias River, 100 Bells, 100 Bells, Trinsdale Lake, Mount Perma, Featherfall Keep, Reddington, the Bazaar, the Botanical Gardens. I can't quite read it. It's something Fork. And of course, Mount Holly. Oh, and there's also Burrows. Well, that was a good book to get from the library. I think there's only one that we haven't checked out. Bookshop? I have not ever had bookshop. New room, new room. Bookshop. In the house. Don't ask me why. Okay, let me stick this in my notes. It is a shop/yellow room. This will be room number 76. Bookshop. Because plot. Costs 1 gem to draft. It is a shop. It is rare. This cozy little bookstore is often tucked away in the more secluded corners of the estate, giving guests little opportunity to appreciate the curated selection of equally rare books it offers. Titles purchased in the bookshop will be automatically added to the library's book request form, which fittingly is the only room in which this rare floor plan can be drawn. I don't like my liminal house to come with microtransactions. Well, apparently I can purchase a book, which will then become the property of the library, and I can request it there. Reddington Herald. A new clue. Sold out in hours. It's a large liminal house, considering that we can afford 1 billion rooms. I think books aren't so bad yet. It should come as no surprise that the latest book from local author Marion Marigold is breaking literary records and making headlines even in absentia. The release of her new book, A New Clue, comes only 14 months after the distressful report of the author's mysterious and unexplained disappearance. Her current publisher has issued a statement debunking the conspiracy theories surrounding the book's recent announcement, stating, "The writing of the book was completed and well into the editing stages many months before the disappearance. In addition, the publisher has revealed that all of the proceeds from the first edition sales of A New Clue will be going to Lasting Hope, a nonprofit organization that aims to provide resources and intel to the investigations of missing persons. Still, the timing and conveniently mysterious title of Marigold's third book has left many cynics denouncing the book and her disappearance as a cheap publicity stunt. Detective Bon Margle, who many theorize may have been the inspiration for A New Clue, was quoted only saying that the book was unintentionally accurate. Regardless of their opinions, fans, pundits, and cynics alike were standing together elbow to elbow in bookshop queues this morning, eager to get their hands on what may very likely be the last words ever published by the missing author. All right. Well, we will peruse the bookshop after we're done being bombarded by unwanted advertisements. So I'm going to go to the Be Right Back screen, and I'll see you soon. Ahoy! Welcome, welcome. I believe we are back in the bookshop. We have a black bishop. I don't see any like notes or anything, so let's I probably won't be able to afford anything. Yeah, I have 4 coins. I'm gonna screenshot the cost because yeah, I cannot afford a single thing in the bookshop. History of Orinda, first edition. Presumably not redacted. A new clue: The Curse of Black Bridge, Realm and Ruin, Drafting Strategy Volumes 4 and 5? I wonder where Drafting Strategy Volumes 1 and 2 are. I have no idea, Shadows. I really have no clue. Well, commissary, kitchen, and parlor. Ooh, hello, Giran. Thank you so much for the follow. We're gonna go parlor, I think, and hopefully get gems. Road and rod. Okay. Gems are in both the black box and the white box. Well, that is 100% false. Gems are in both the blue box and the black box. That is also 100% false. Gems are not in the white box or the blue box. So since those are both false, this has to be true. Not in white or blue. Which means in black. And we're back in black. Boudoir, closet, and den. Tier and tie. Something. Oh, a key. Here? Oh, right. I think I have that, don't I? Noted down? Yes. Oh, it's, I mean, we already have the red letter from here. Ooh, but there's a gem. And, oh, it was, yeah. Red letter number 4. We've already got this letter, but Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of our dear Marian's disappearance from the public record. It is no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. If there's a gem, are there also holograms? I haven't seen any yet, but She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name? Having never had a family name nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifices she did. But for the love of God, do not, by that same display of weakness, clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid, and must be made to see the color of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year. Daniel. I wonder. I need the rumpus room. That's what I need. Pantry gets me gold. Spare room goes up. Hallway. Honestly, I'm going to do hallway because I keep just going up in an S pattern. I need options. Coat and cot. Utility closet, closet, and observatory. Observatory opens the possibility of that path and gets us more rooms. So observatory is the White Knight. What do we get today? I don't know. Florealis, bloom of the sky. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. I have no idea what that means, but I am curious to find out. Special flowers? Card and car. I wonder if I would get anything special for opening that again. I'm not going to do it right now because it's here. I said I wanted the rumpus room. I hear you. Don't know where it is. Ah. Crow and Row. I don't know. Oh, no, I do know. It's a bishop. It's the other black bishop. I should. Okay. I drafted the Nook. Which is a rook. The library is non. The bookshop was a bishop. The parlor is a pawn. The boudoir didn't have a chess piece. The hallway doesn't. The observatory is a knight. The rumpus room is another bishop. All I need is a queen and a king. You had it write the first time shadows, but it's pun points add. So your first one needed the S at the end of point. I don't know why it said don't have permission. I mean, I can make as many variants of that command as anybody wants, but okay, let's see what Elzara has for us. As it was foretold.
I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
This is what I wanted the rumpus room for.
The fog is clearing. I see a shadow in the doorway. Silent footsteps in the hallways. An unlatched gate you did not open. A missing item you did not take. I see a young boy watched from afar. A young boy who once was brave, but now afraid. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay, most of that didn't seem terribly important, but an item missing that you did not take, that was the birds at the entryway, and one of the birds was missing. And the beginning of that had a guy in a hat looking at the red room from a bedroom. But I don't know which bedroom it was. Okay, we've got the West Wing Hall, bunk room, and the lavatory. The room everyone always looks for, but nobody wants to see. Red room from a bedroom. Very poetic, yes. I thought there was a... I have note. I thought I had a note about the lavatory. Yeah, I do. It says envelope in lavatory to right of tub, but I don't see an envelope to the right of the tub. So I don't know what that note was about. I wonder if I need to mess with the water levels and if that does something in here. Oh, I'm sorry about the meetings. Maybe the envelope is only there if the lavatory is drafted in a specific spot. Because there doesn't appear to be anything I can do in here at the moment. Oh well. Back to the hallway it is. Hi, Elzara. All right, we have a courtyard, a storeroom, and a hallway. I'm gonna go courtyard. Even though it... Ooh, oh! Special flowers! I don't know anything about them. Oh, oh! Special flowers! Shovel. Wait. I didn't get to water? I must have needed to water before picking up the shovel. All right, it got me the gem. Or the gems. No, it's one gem just for dripping water on the ground, apparently. The Cloister of Draxus, the Great Hall, and the chapel. Gain 4 dice for each dead end room that you will draft from this cloister. Oh. Okay, there's 7 doors in the Great Hall. They are all locked. I only have 3 keys. I'm going to draft the cloister. The Cloister of Draxus. There is no grass to be cut. Oh, but this isn't a green room anymore. This is a red room. Old tin watering can. Darn. Worthless old brick. Hello there. Ooh. The cloister. It was a green room. It is now a red room. Red room, red room. I haven't updated my notes to say that it's the Cloister of Draxus. Anyway, Mr. Nogula, if you are reading this, it seems the day has finally come and the cloister is at long last getting some much overdue maintenance. I have left you a literal token of appreciation to serve as positive reinforcement, which should grant you a bit of extra spending money each day while working on the estate. We have learned from our dealings with your predecessor that it is much cheaper in the long run to be generous, Mrs. Babbage. I now start each day with 6 gold. Sweet. Okay, it says I will draft dead ends, and I get 4 dice for each dead end I draft. But I also have a path open because foundation. So Coat check planetarium utility closet. Let's grab that utility closet. The shadow of death rolls over you. I got me my 4 dice. Keycard entry system off. Gymnasium off. Garage on. All right. That's good. Sand and. Storeroom, closet, and nursery. Storeroom. The shadow of death rolls over you. I now have 8 dice. Clock and lock. And I have 5 keys. I have now drafted another pawn. Oh, I just need the queen and the king. That shadow is your evil twin. I still have not managed to get the elevator working. I have suspicions, but do be suspicious. Do be suspicious. I dug up a turnip. 6 steps. Classic evil twin beard. Not that I saw. I think it just had a skull face. Okay, which direction do I want to exit this room from? North? Well, I could do east first. A terrace, or a courtyard, or a den. Den gets me a gem. Terrace means green rooms don't cost gems. And in this spot, having the terrace wouldn't be bad. It's not necessarily good. I could redraw. I have 8 dice. Might as well. Security! Excellent. I don't think one should eat foundation turnips. Okay, I want the security computer. It's been forever since I did the computer. Keycard system. System settings. Set security level to low. Offline mode. Keycard access doors unlocked. Nice. I've collected everything. All right. Okay, so keycard doors won't be a problem. I have drafted another knight. When you heard security, you started looking for the walkie-talkie to find out why you were being called. My apologies. This door is locked. All right. We shall key. The wine cellar gets us 3 gems. But it is a... We'll do it. It's a dead end, but it gets us gems. Pink. Blue. Green. 1913, right? Let's see. No, it's not. That's 13. L is 50. M is... This is 1213, right? I'm not sure. I don't do well with the M's. MCC. Yeah, I know that's 12. Coast and coat. All right, back to the foundation. Hallway, spare room, courtyard. Hi, Obi. Let me get a gem by pouring water on the ground. Worthless old shoe. I'm not doing very good with digging things up out of the ground. A rather dirty coin. And got the flowers for 2 more gems. And what's in the box? Another gem and a key card. I already deactivated the key card access system. I don't need the key card. Secret passage. Let's see, dining room. We're not up to rank 8 yet. So dining room does us no good, really. Secret passage would get me a room of any color. I'm gonna redraw. The freezer? No. I think I'm gonna grab another courtyard. Because it gets me extra gems. And keeps the path open. Ooh, turnip. That's 6 more steps. Ordinary key. Okay, what is the metal detector detector rating? Ah, the sledgehammer that I could have used in the previous room. All right, I'm up to 12 gems. That's pretty awesome. That's north. We'll open south first. The planetarium, if you call it a day in the planetarium, you gain 2 stars. Secret passage would do me no good in this location. Hallway's not a bad choice here. I'm not ready to call it a day yet, so not sure about the secret passage, or the planetarium wasn't a spectacular option. Closet, drawing room, courtyard. Honestly, it gets us more gems. I don't have the watering can anymore, but the flowers. And 3 keys. The key to the secret garden. No one wanted to turn up for it. I love it. I want the secret garden. Give me the secret garden. This house has a lot of courtyards. Clip the other day of a Brit living in the US for a decade and only now learning they call a Swede a rutabaga. I don't think I've ever heard it called a Swede. Well, I'm up to 23 coins. I could go back to the bookshop. Wow. Honestly, the freezer might not have been a bad option today. Locksmith. Dark room. Courtyard. I'm just gonna keep doing it. $26 coins. 19 gems. Oh my goodness. 35 coins. 36 coins. 37. I guess 50 is possible. All right, dining room, bunk room, drawing room. We're still not at rank 8, so the dining room doesn't make sense. Let's roll. Spare room, garage, walk-in closet. Let's do the closet. $40 coins. Do I get to take the cupcake? 10 steps for the cupcake. Pine and Spine. It's all coming up Millhouse. That was worth it. Swan. Okay. Hallway, closet, conference room. Whenever items would be spread, they're placed in this room instead. Chapel, spare room, boiler room. Okay, we did this puzzle last week. Does that mean it's already done? Mostly. I think it's still in the state that it was in. It's already nice. passageway, bedroom, guest bedroom. Need my extra steps. Time and tie. Take the die. Another pawn. The key does not fit. Well, I had hoped maybe it would just automatically make the secret garden appear. It didn't. Hallway, mailroom, nursery. I still haven't opened any of the antechamber doors yet, so paint and pint. Paint and pint. I assume I've had that. I have. Okay. Hmm. I still have dice. I'm going to keep using them until it doesn't make sense to anymore. Dog room. Courtyard. Secret passage. Oh, fudge. Um. The Paint and Pint is the perfect British pub name. I'm. Mm. It's a somewhat stressful choice. So many gems. Oh, geez. Den. It's just not giving me what I actually want. Yeah, lights out. Um. Is that a king? I've never had the king before. I just have to draft her ladyship's office and I can do the chess puzzle. Thank you, Elixie. Plain and pain. I already have that. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there's enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives, so just make sure the west and east levers are operational. Office? Have I had the office? I have. I just didn't know it was a... Okay, yeah, I didn't know about the chess piece. Because I've had that. What? It's pointing. I don't know if I believe this or not, but... Yeah. I didn't think that was it, because it's typed on a red card. What other possible combination? The family crest? Oh, I should clear it. Nope. One, two, three, four. Let's see. 4, 5, 2, 9, 2. Nope. Zeros. Okay. That would take me a long time to brute force it. We'll find a clue. Somewhere. What? Payroll successfully issued. I have no idea what that did. Spread gold. Eight, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9. Oh my goodness. I'm up to 45 gold, and I have plenty of steps left. I may not get into the antechamber, but have I been here before? In the attic? I think I have. Archives. Maybe I haven't. No, I haven't. Attic. Room 11. Cost 3 gems. It has 8 items in it. High above the mansion in its lofty perch, Mount Holly's attic provides curious explorers with a cache of dusty keepsakes, trinkets, and clues from a long forgotten past. It's a white bishop. Magnifying glass. It's the freaking broken lever! I have like everything except the rooms I need. Oh, but we're definitely going back to the bookshop. I have 56 coins. Dear Ms. Marigold, thank you so much for giving our editors the opportunity to consider your illustrated children's book, The Red Prince. Unfortunately, I regret that we have come to the conclusion that although the illustrations are wonderful, we do not think the material is a good fit with Ruffington's current catalog and therefore will not be pursuing a partnership at this time. If you provided us with a return envelope, your manuscript will be returned to you. Otherwise, it has been recycled. Thank you again for thinking of us here at Ruffington, and do not be discouraged to submit any work you complete in the future. We wish you every success in finding a home for your book. Thomas Yanders, editor. Ruffington Red Publishing, Children's Book Department, 205 Conchetta Court, 02117-2765. And we've got April 12. Change the ending to political. Okay, ideally, this store would give me the greenhouse. Unfortunately, it did not. We'll do the laboratory. And we will be finishing up here quite soon because Eric just went live. Oh, it's this. Crap. What did I determine I needed to do? I have the power now. Push 3 up after 9. Does that mean after 9 p.m.? No? But why no power? I did the boiler room. Pull the lever? What lever? Sure. Uh, how I don't understand. I thought I had done what needed doing. Well, I'm gonna run back to the shop, the bookshop, and order one of the 50 coin books. I'm not sure which one yet. But for now, I'm going to end the stream here and we'll head on over to Eric's stream. Thank you all for joining me. I'm really enjoying this game. I managed to grab like everything today except a room that would let me actually open one of the antechamber doors. Thank you all very much for joining me tonight. I hope that it was a good time for you. Thank you to my mods, Elixir and Hannah. And of course for the subs and other loveliness. I'm losing my mind. Elixir and Detective Zen for those. I'm also setting up the raid as I do this, but and of course Bits Shadows, thank you. And there was a follow from Giran. Thank you so much for the follow. I will be live next on Wednesday for Archival Adventures. So I hope that you will pop in for that. Of course, I do have a raid call. It comes in both subscriber and non-subscriber flavors. So copy pasta the one that is to your taste and throw it in Eric's face when we get over there. Thank you all so very much for joining me. I hope I'll see you all again soon. Until I do, get out there and do some shenanigans.